everybody, my name is Pam. I haven't been on this YouTube channel for such a long time, but I just wanted to give you an update on where I've been at, what I've been doing, and if you can see this little hand, yes, I've had a child. It's been 3 months since my last video, and since then I've had this little baby who's a little bit sooky at the moment, so I'm gonna be like moving around a lot to make him happy. But his name is Noah. He's 2 months old. He's a little bit of a grumpy man right now, but he's super cute. He's got big black brown eyes. He's got hardly any hair. And he was born November 17, 2018. He was 3.04 kilos and 48 centimeters long. He was actually born a little bit early. He was born on 39 weeks. So I'll let you know what happened, what went down. I was going to film a video at my 39th week, and then I ended up going into a routine appointment at 39 weeks. So the appointment went really well. They did a stretch and sweep, which, by the way, that really hurts. It does. It was so painful for me. They said I was like 1 centimeter dilated, and the reason why they did a sweep was because my husband let them know that my mum was due to come on the 23rd of November, and we really wanted the baby before then. So they suggested, oh, we can do a sweep and it might progress pregnancy a little bit, and yeah, so we did that. At the end of the appointment, she said, if you have any questions, let us know. And if you experience any of these, and she had a list of things that she had that, you know, if you experience them, come to the hospital. So one of them was low fetal movement. And I have been kind of complaining to my husband that he hadn't been moving that much that week. So we did have a like scare at 37 weeks, which we went to the hospital and everything seemed fine. So he kind of not stopped moving, but he was moving a little bit less than usual. But I was getting my 10, every time I kind of checked, I would get like at least 10 movements within a minute. So I wasn't really worried or anything like that. Sometimes he would move a lot, and then the nighttime he would not move at all, and then the opposite would happen. Like during the day he would move nothing at all, and then during the nighttime he would move heaps. So it was really weird. I didn't know if I was just like kind of stressing out for nothing. So we told the doctor the same thing. So she said, let's just do an ultrasound just to be sure, and we'll see if everything's okay. She did find that the amniotic fluid was very low. So what she did say is that we needed to straight away go to the hospital and get induced. So we went straight away to the hospital. I mean, we were at the hospital. We went to another unit or the emergency. Hi, everybody. This is for my video of 39 weeks, I guess. So I'm in the hospital right now getting monitored. So they want me to be here until I give birth. I'm so nervous. And my husband's gone to get my suitcase and everything. Right now I'm being monitored. I have no contractions. The heartbeat's fine. Everything's fine. I'm just waiting. We were monitored for an hour, and they said that everything's fine. He's moving really good, and this is the perfect time for him to be born because he's actually still really healthy and there's nothing wrong. Okay, update. We're in a different room. This is my room. Ah. Room tour. So they checked my baby and my contractions for half an hour, and everything seemed fine. I wasn't having any contractions. I'm only dilated 1 centimeter. So she put a sort of thing, I don't know what it's called, up me. And that's meant to help with my dilation and contractions. So she's going to monitor me now for 2 hours. And yeah, Clem's gone. He came back because he didn't bring the key to the house. So he's gone now to get my suitcase, the baby stuff, some snacks, and his clothes. He never packed anything at the end. I'm being monitored. I've had no contractions yet. I keep on like thinking every time there's like a tinge, I'm like, oh, is that a contraction? And I check and it's not. So I look horrible because I've been sweating because I'm nervous. Yeah, she put that in and she said that in 24 hours, if there's nothing, then she's going to put another one in. And then if it's nothing after 24 hours again, they're going to put oxytocin in my arm. But she said usually that doesn't happen or doesn't need to happen. It's not an emergency, everything's fine. It's just better if we start the process of getting this little boy out. So I'm being monitored at the moment. I'm just in bed because I'm comfortable. I don't have my little thing on yet. She said don't really need to put it on until later. I've called my mum. She's really excited, but she's in Australia, so she can't come. But she's coming next weekend, so I'm excited that he'll be out before she comes. But yeah, everything's fine, and if there's anything to update, I'll update you when it needs to happen. Apparently they have a bed for Clem that they can bring in and he can sleep on that, so that's exciting. But for now, yeah, I'll see you in the next clip. See ya. Clem has come back, but then he has to leave again because he has to fill out a few paperwork stuff. He bought me a McDonald's drink and he bought all the luggage and etc. So I've taken off my makeup for the night. I don't think it's gonna happen tonight. I've had no contractions. I'm just waiting for dinner. So in the menu tonight is ratatouille steak. It is not that nice as it looks. Fruit puree, compote, bread, and cooked apple, which I'm not going to eat that because I don't like cooked apple. And he's sexy poto. We're playing cards and I am winning, but yes, bon appetit! So at 5 o'clock in the morning, the contractions started happening and they started very mild, so I could deal with it. So I said, oh, I'll just get myself ready just in case this is going on. And it was like mild, it felt like period cramps, but it was really strange because it was right in my back. So it was kind of like period cramps slash constipation cramps slash back pain. And it was very mild, so I could deal with it. So that was happening, but it ended up starting at 5 a.m. and it was 1 minute apart to 30 seconds apart, and they would last about a minute. So Clem woke up at about 6 o'clock and I was still kind of going through that. And he said, oh, I'll call the nurse and let them know that you're getting contractions. So she said, that's fine. We can just continue on and have these contractions and just let them know if anything happens. Hello. So it's the next morning. I'm having contractions and the most painful I've ever had in my life, and I can't sit. I feel like I need to stand and like walk up and down, and then Sexy Poto massages my back. And I'll give it right now. I was about to throw up.
Okay.
Don't laugh, Clem. I was about to throw up. I'm glad you heard that. And Clem's just laughing his head off. I was literally about to throw up. This is the worst shit I have to deal with in my whole life. Clem, it's not funny. And they started to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And when I say worse, it was
So
they were just really painful on my back. So every time they tried to monitor the contractions, it was like nothing was happening. The monitor scale was like a 20, which is like your normal rate. But I just kept on telling them like, it's on my back, it's on my back, it's not my stomach at all. Anyway, so the doctor came in and she did a little bit of a check and she said, oh, okay, so the baby's moved. The baby's back to back. So I just wanted to last as long as possible without like an epidural or anything like that. So what we did was we lasted as long as possible, and they said that we can go into the spa for as long as we wanted because there was only 3 people giving birth at that on that day, and 2 of which were a C-section.
Sexy Puto is living the dream. How good is it? And then here's a pool bar, a pool dancing bowl. She can work her pelvis. Nap on the bed. Show them how enjoyable is pregnancy. Show them the love of it. As long as you want.
Hey guys, just an update. We are in the room that baby will be born in. So after, I think it was 7 hours of intense contractions, I got checked and was only 1.5 centimeters dilated. She said I was completely, or 80% effaced, and my cervix is really thin or something like that. So she gave me a shot of morphine because I was having intense contractions. I just couldn't handle it anymore. So after that, I was able to kind of rest and sleep. Not that it went away fully. I kind of woke up every time there was a very intense contraction and was able to sleep a little bit through the smaller contractions, I guess. Anyway, so that lasted about an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours. Then I was able to have a little bit of a rest, and then I threw up all the morphine. I think it was morphine, but I threw it all up. I just felt really sick. And then the nurse said, okay, he's actually back to back, so it's going to be very painful. So do you want an epidural? So we checked how far along I was again, and I was about 3 centimeters. So she said that's fine to get an epidural with 3 centimeters. So I've got the epidural. We did gas and air until the epidural. I think it took the guy about an hour to get here. And then he did the epidural, and now I feel super zen. Clem's gone to get some dinner. Alright, my last update was that Clem went to get dinner, and he just came in the door when I stopped that video. But he's back. He had his dinner. I am now 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters dilated. I'm still very zen. I'm not feeling any of the contractions. I think I feel them when they're really high, but it's not like intense at all. It's very mild, so I'm very happy about that. So she broke my waters, and now she's going to check back soon in about 20 minutes. So we're hoping that I'm 6 centimeters or 7 centimeters. She said every hour I should be progressing more and more. At the moment, we're thinking either it's going to be a baby born on the 17th or very, very early in the morning on the 18th. But at the moment, we're just waiting for my dilation to hurry up. I'm I'm pretty numb from the waist down, but I can move a little bit of my leg, but not that much. But yeah, baby's fine. I'm having contractions. I've got the epidural, feeling zen, have no makeup on. I actually thought I would be glam. But after you're having like intense contractions for 7 hours, every 2 minutes, for 30 seconds to a minute, like back contractions, you don't care about anything. There was a point where I was in the pool, or the what's it called? A spa, like a big jacuzzi bath thing. After that, I don't know if I'll keep this in the video if I put it on YouTube, but I did the best poo of my life, because at the start I was too scared to go to the toilet. I was scared to push the poo out. The nurse said it'll be fine to do that. So I went to the toilet again and tried again, and it was, oh my gosh, the best feeling in the world. And then I had pretty intense contractions after that. There was like a little bed, which I think Clem took a video of, and we laid on that, and I was completely naked, didn't give a shit about anything. And I think I've said so many times before that I'm a big prude, but it's just, you just stop caring when you're in that much pain. And Clem was massaging my back and I just didn't care about anything. Usually even my husband, I don't let him see me completely naked. And like, I just hate feeling exposed. But I guess we were in a room by ourselves anyway. And yeah, you're in so much pain that you don't care. So that happened. But yeah, so we'll wait and see how far I am and I'll update after that. And then, yeah, I had some biscuits today. I've literally eaten 4 biscuits maybe. No, we had the other biscuit, the Samala one for breakfast, remember? Maybe I had 2 of those, 2 packets. So I had 2 packets of biscuits in the morning for breakfast and then just had 2 biscuits now. That's all I've eaten today. And to be honest, I'm not hungry at all. I'm just kind of like ready for this baby to come out. So I think after the baby's born, we'll be in this room for 2 hours and then we move 2.5 hours. And then we move to the maternity ward. And we're there for the rest of our stay. I wonder if you get a bed again. Poor Clem's got a sore back. I told him he needs to have an epidural. And he's been really a good husband. He massaged me through my whole 7 hours of contractions. He was massaging my back the whole time. I got a 7-hour massage from you today. Maybe that's a reason to have another child. Yeah. No way. Hello, everybody. I am 8 centimeters dilated. It is 8:30, so they're going to check me again because they checked me about an hour ago. And hopefully I'm ready to push. We're just waiting. He progressed in dilation 3 centimeters within an hour. So he went from 6, 5, I'm good at calculating, to 8. And here's my sexy poto.
I'm exhausted.
He's tired. I keep on falling asleep and then my body like jerks awake for some reason. Maybe I'm like thinking that I'm gonna miss it or something. But yeah, we're ready. I look horrible. Super glam, like I thought I would be, with like, you know, my makeup on. Look how like my bags. And I'm not even a mum yet. Anyway, catch you in the next one. Bye. At about 10 o'clock at night, I was 10 centimeters dilated and they said they wanted to wait a little bit just for him to engage a little bit more. And then 15 minutes later, I was pushing and then half an hour later, he was out. And it was the strangest thing in the world. He looked like a big worm, like a really slippery worm. I did skin to skin. My husband ended up feeling so sleepy after that because he was up and helping me the whole day. And then after that, he was just like exhausted. But yeah, this is him. He's really sleepy now. But he's Noah. Look at his double chin. He's so cute. My baby. Oh, and yeah, that's my birth story.